back, everybody, to Last Mysteries of the Titanic.
On an earlier dive, we got into what is known as the Straus Suite. If you saw the movie, it would be the room where young Rose was sketched. And boy, did it lead to a surprise. Let's take a look.
This looks good. We are moving aft in the inquiry office. Oh, look at how that's crushed down. Look at the angle. Ooh. Well, the Straus room is theirs, and I think it doesn't exist anymore. But you never know. You've got some preservation outboard, and oof. That's a classic. Just knock it down if it's in your way.
That might lead to the Straus room, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. That looks pretty messed up in there. Right on the other side of this web frame, right here, is the most opulent, beautiful room on the ship. And it's the room that we used as an architectural model for the Jack and Rose room, I mean for Rose's suite. In the movie.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can just bump a rusticle here. This is always a little sketchy. Generally speaking, I don't want to do that. Because it causes a big silt out. That might not be a rusticle. That was pretty solid. It pushed back. There we go. All right, it's gone. And I'm still positive, so no, maybe not.
That's an access.
All right, let's see what we got up here.
Oh, that's the room right there.
And the Strauses, of course, were the loving couple that went down together.
There's a fish in there.
Well, we don't know what happened to them. They definitely died in the sinking. And she stayed with him when she had a chance to get on a lifeboat. Well, I believe we are in the Straus cabin. We are in the Straus cabin, yes!
They said it couldn't be done. Oops. I spoke too soon.
Oh, say it's not the clock.
It looks like a clock to me.
Say it is not the clock on the mantle. Oh, my God.
And look at the
this
woodwork.
This is outrageous. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Is it
look.
a fireplace? Or
Yes, that's a fireplace.
No kidding. And there's a clock sitting right there.
Yeah. Look. Nice.
Okay, I'm not going to get excited because I have to do some flying here.
Oh, this is the clock we did in the movie because we based it on this photograph of the Straus cabin.
No kidding.
It's the clock.
No kidding. Fantastic.
That's outrageous.
And it's remarkably well preserved. Look at that.
It's sitting on the mantelpiece.
It's gilded. Sitting on place.
Look, there's the little gold andirons down at the bottom. And there's the ornate woodwork, which must have been teak, I guess, or some very high grade of wood. Oh, my God. Oh, look. The gilt.
That's right.
The gilt inlays.
Ornamentation.
Oh, my God, it's the room. This is the room. We built this room. This is where... You know, Jack draws Rose next to the fireplace.
No kidding.
This is the room. There's where the mirror would go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is outrageous.
Ken, what is that thing there?
That is a gilded sconce. There was
Last
one
time
on
we had this
either
much fun.
side of the fireplace up above it, and that one's fallen down.
Don, for those who don't know, who were the Strauses?
Well, Isabella Straus was the founder of Macy's department store, and they're famous in the sinking because she wouldn't leave him, and they ended up going down together. They've been married 40 years.
And where you go, I go. Don't argue with me, Isidore. You know it does no good.
Quarter features.
See how, I don't know if that's a piece that's mounted on there or how they did this.
It looks, was it carved and then painted?
I think that it's carved, and then I think they might have been painted, but or it might be gold leaf.
Gold leaf, yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. They went all out on this room.
Because I never thought this would be here. This is a new place. Alright, I'm going to try not to silt out here too much. I'm just going to come see what we got overhead here. Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to just ease forward now.
Let's see the fireplace here. So we're actually in our sitting room.
Mm-hmm. We're in the sitting room of a big parlor suite. Look how it's collapsed down there. Just to the right, nothing. Okay, I'm going to pull a little more tether in. This is the trick here. You pull in enough tether to work the space, and then you don't get vectored around by it. Well, it's pretty crushed down. We'll do our best, Daddy-O. Let's get some basic light going here. Try to see some of this woodwork here. That's a window. That's just a porthole. I think maybe a little more tether.
Guys, I have a question. You know, Jim's been in this area before, but he's never seen this stuff. Why?
Well, he actually hasn't been this far aft on the starboard side. Got very close in 2001, but as you saw a few moments ago, it looked so risky and dangerous looking aft with all the hanging wires and so forth. He didn't attempt it, and he was a little more daring this time, and you can see the payoff.
Huge.
Yeah.
Very careful about our fiber.
Copy that. Be very careful about our fiber.
And you can see all the white paint here, so that we're definitely into C57 now.
You can see the wall in the background, which apparently is the restroom.
A little bit of the thing underneath the porthole.
See this? This is the
Straus.
This looks like this is the sitting room. That's the bedroom.
There's the wall sconce next to it.
Look at the wall sconce.
Yeah.
Old swamps sitting on the campus.
You can hear Mike.
More of that gilt woodwork.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Big rosette down there.
What is that?
More
Gilt.
gilded rosette.
Now this is the edge of the fireplace here had little gilt inlays.
See the ornate woodwork.
Mm-hmm. Look at down here. You have see they had little brass, gold-plated bronze inlays. So yeah, this is the room that we used for the movie Titanic. This is the room. You know where Jack draws Rose on the couch by the fireplace? That's this room. Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, the art department will be pleased. They did it exactly right. They nailed it. Oh, look at that. Look at the crab crawling on the. Yeah, I've got a. Absolutely.
It's paying off big now.
As much as I love Elwood, he couldn't do this. He couldn't breathe into a room like this. It's just too much mass.
Well, folks, as you can see, this is very exciting and very opulent stuff.
The glass crown on the clock face is still intact.
Yeah, it's
They could just clean it, we could see what time it is.
yeah.
This sort of smoking gun evidence is almost never found in archaeology.
One single object that could tell us the exact time when the flooding of this room occurred.
Oh, I wish you'd get closer.
Of course, the clock was bolted to the mantle, so it's not just sitting there by gravity.
I can maybe just make out something
Up.
I can see a Roman numeral.
You can see something in there.
I can see a Roman numeral in there.
I can see numbers, actually. Let's see. Yep, 11. And X is Roman numerals.
Okay, there's a minute hand right there.
Tell me that's not a hand at 20 after 2.
That looked like, I mean, it could have been. We'll do frame grabs.
Tell me it's not.
I mean, this has got to be, gold-plated brass, like.
Well, if he pulls up just a little bit, so.
The ROV focuses.
That is a hand right there. Now that's going all the way to the periphery. That's got to be the minute hand. The hour hand wouldn't go that far out.
Well, maybe it was 2:04, 2:05 when it stopped.
Yep.
Because that's just where it would be.
Well, it looks like my estimate was off.
Yeah, oh, look how close he's trying to see through that glass desperately. And we were wondering, why didn't he try to...
Quick, Jim, what time is it?
There's something under there. That's like the 4
But
position.
see, it almost looks like there's rust settled down inside
that's
there.
Rust.
See, I have a feeling that the hands are such thin metal that they've gone.
Well, that one was so skinny and so distinct. It had to have been a clock hand.
We will find out. There'll be a lot more study of this footage, that's for sure.
I feel like I've been on a roller coaster ride.
I know, we almost saw hands on the face of the clock.
I think we saw a hand.
I know.
The chance survival of this small, delicate object is extraordinary. It certainly looks like the Straus's clock stopped at 2:20. One more tiny new detail in the Titanic chronology.
Pièce de résistance was that the clock was still sitting on the mantle.
Yeah.
The gold and ceramic clock that we had in the movie, featured in like the very first shot in that area of that suite.
Were you able to be kind of clinical and scientific and detached about it?
Are you kidding? Stuff going. Oh yeah. I mean, there's the detached part that's still flying the ROV and trying not to silt out and do the proper image. But there's the other little kid in the back of your brain that's jumping up and down, saying, "I can't. We're gonna go here." Cheers, right, man. Good luck. And we dive tomorrow. We dive tomorrow.